Yo, it's FattMann in the Chop Up Hour. We got a dope artist in here right now, man. Grindmode Zone, man. Grindmode Zone. I'm so high. You in the building, bro.
I'm happy to be
Thank
here,
you
man.
for joining me, bro.
Nah, no doubt, man. It's easy work right here.
That's what I'm talking about,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying? South Florida, man. You already know what it is.
What's new, bro?
Man, like new, man. They don't know who it is, man. I'm 1/3 of the group, Grindmode, man. It's your boy Chaos, aka the Pressure King.
Straight up, bro.
AKA the Head Buster, AKA Henrietta Son, AKA the Section 8 Sexum.
Speak on it.
So, yeah, man, I came to fuck with the homie. You know what I'm saying? Because he told me to fall through.
Thank you for coming, bro.
Man, thank you for having me, man.
This is huge for the show, bro.
Oh, okay.
This is huge for the show, bro.
We want to break numbers, though, man. You already know that.
So with your help, brother, we can make it. We can accomplish that.
That's what I'm here for, man.
Damn, man. Any new music out there right now?
So right now, man, as a backstory, man, for those who don't know, Grindmode, South Florida, what they like to say legends. I hate that word.
Right.
Because I feel like a nigga dead or something.
Right.
So when they say legend, it make me uncomfortable. But I'm real modest, I'm real humble, I'm real down to earth.
Okay.
The group Grindmode is three niggas, one Bahamian,
Okay.
one nigga from South Dade County, which is me,
Okay.
and a Haitian by the name of Honda. You know what I'm saying? So we are well versed. We like the Miami Fugees. You know what I'm saying? Offsprings of, the Poison Clan.
Okay.
And a collective of other Florida groups. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, we put out a lot of music before I'm So High, but that's what we're stamped as.
That's what's up.
Because of the sound, of the vibe, the era in which we came, we started a movement, not just that song, but the whole movement. Like when you think of like the South Dade Juke movement, South Dade is where I'm from.
Okay.
I'm from South Dade County, and it's a dance called South Miami Juke, and that's where I'm from. And these kids, like, it came in that pill popping era.
Okay.
So when you seen niggas doing all that juking, niggas was really tweaking.
Doing them beans, man.
Niggas on
beans. What it is.
That was that after hours shit, and I thought it was funny, like me being down there in Goulds, Florida City, Homestead. I seen that shit. I was like, damn. Down where I'm from in South Miami, like we had a lot of dances, but a lot of people ain't know how to stamp them. And I always had like different crews, like, cause at that time I owned a magazine too. A lot of people don't know that.
What the name of the magazine?
The Grind magazine. Anything you see with me, it got the Grind name in it, like Grindmode 101 TV, which was a web show. I was doing over 1 million viewers a month. Okay. The magazine, I gave DJ Khaled his very first cover, T-Pain his very first cover. Like, I was fucking with the G's when I ain't even know they was G's. Like, this was before niggas was stamped. Like, I was doing shows with T-Pain before he was like T-Pain. You know what I mean? He had the Nappy Heads group and shit like that. But the long and short, once we kicked the dough in from that whole like Larry Dog movement, everybody the comedian. Yeah. But he did like a lot of open mics, and he would have me host too and shit. That's what kind of knocked the dust off like me, being in front of the niggas and shit. Cause I was kind of behind the scenes. Okay. I was the little rebel. I was the heathen. I was the little street nigga.
Started as solo artist?
Yeah, I was solo. All this was actually solo. And we put our heads together and we started stamping the music thing. But the I'm So High shit came after I had already been pushing Hurricane Chris. Okay. And Hurricane Chris is out of Lafayette, salute to him.
Right, salute.
And he had the A Bay record. Right. And since I was down here like working the radio stations and shit like that, I was learning. Okay. So I was like, damn, this what it's like to service a record. Right. And a lot of artists still don't service records correctly.
When you say service, break that down to us.
Service is like, okay, we have like a rollout date, we have like, and I'm talking about from this era. And that era was a little different, but they still they run parallel. Right. So servicing is like, you gotta supply these DJs. You can't just, it's on SoundCloud or it's on iTunes, click the link. Nah, I literally would go to the day shifts and shit like that, and I would hit it all the way from Homestead all the way to motherfucking Palm Beach. Like I would go to the club. Gotcha. Like Guy Rest the Dead Dewberry, I learned a lot of shit from him, like hitting these clubs, making sure all the DJs had it. Gotcha. But then I had my own burners at that time and stuff like that. I always believed in putting not just all being all flashy.
So you know what I'm saying? You weren't really running a street team back then. You pretty much pushing your own product.
I was my own street team, but then I had, you know, a little couple Chicos and some Haitians with me that wanted to ride. So I showed them, you know, the game and kept niggas with me all the way to even now. Like I still got some of the same people with me. You know what I'm saying? So I would service the clubs, but then I would service the people.
Okay.
So while everybody in the parking lot trying to get bitches' number, I'm out there making sure they got the CDs.
Network.
And they all in the parking lot leaving with my music.
Straight up.
They might be too drunk, too high right now to rock with it. But if they ride a couple days to it, they gonna rock with the music. So then when you come back to the club, after I done serviced the street, when you play it and you DJ it at Ultra Lounge or Banana Joe's or wherever you was at, the crowd moving, you like, damn, how the hell everybody know it? Because I serviced them first.
Gotcha.
So sometimes I be like tripping off niggas that they don't want to service the DJ and service the people.
That's not switch gears for a minute. That's So High record. Now, what label we got released on?
See, we was independent at first. You feel me? And then we started our own label, which was Grindmode ENT. We signed ourselves. So then anybody who we dealt with, because another thing we didn't want to get caught up with was the rigmarole, like labels controlling us, controlling our creative juices. So we had full creative control. Because we had a label deal. See, a lot of people get it confused. It's like Grindmode didn't just get signed, because we got signed to Universal. And we had a huge deal. We had a $1.2 million deal. But the thing was they signed the label. So when I started going on the road, I really believed in that. I ain't believing later on I'm gonna come back and get you. Now we rolling now. We gonna stay in the same hotel. That shit look crazy. Like we was on the road. Like we 11 niggas in 3 rooms and shit like that. Bro. I took Iceberg on the road with me. I took Bizzle, God rest the dead. I took niggas like COA Baby. Like when they would book Grindmode for Pensacola, I might bust a little gas money down with them niggas and say, man, y'all need to ride, because they don't know your music in Alabama. We going, y'all need to come with us. Now you can stay home and still just get Miami and Broward popping. So we took niggas on the road with us, man, and that's what created that whole that era. That's why that era sound different when you hear like a DJ Nasty play it on 99 Jams. He runs them concurrent. So a lot of the other DJs do the same thing.
Hey man, dope record. I got bring back memories to me, brother. I ain't gonna tell you a lot of cafe guana. My God, man, sometimes I just get left over with the scraps. I ain't give a damn. Somebody finna get hit. That's what it was, man. Dope fucking record, bro.
I appreciate it, man.
Hey, man.
Did Ecstasy. Matter of fact, a lot of people don't know that Trick was supposed to be on Ecstasy. You know what I mean? Because that's my OG. That's my big homie, man. He came from, you know what I mean? Like I was a young nigga up under them. You know what I'm saying? So he was supposed to be on I'm So High. But then it didn't work out. But then he was like, I ain't gonna miss that Ecstasy. We heard it popping in the club, and then boom, Double jumped on it. So when he jumped on it, that shit was a game changer.
Right.
You know what I mean? So Ecstasy took off. Then I had Vibe With You out. That took off. And then I do a lot of writing. We do a lot of writing behind the scenes. So we do that. Hell, I got a big ass movie that I ended up doing a couple of years ago in Opalaka, man. Shout out to everybody from Back Blues Project.
What's that flick?
It's called the Baghdad movie.
The Baghdad movie.
Yeah, and if you look it up now, it's like over 1 million views, man. The movie is an hour and a half. It's a feature film that I'm starring in. It's like a Miami version of Boys in the Hood. It's like 4 kids. They started off in church. They was good, but then they got bad, and then they gonna show you why. But it's a lot of stories in it, and you know.
You released?
Yeah. It's on YouTube, man. We over 1 million views, man. So I'm proud about that because, you know,
you wrote the story. You wrote it.
Nah, I'm down with the director. The director is Curtis Ballard. He gave me my first shot with music, and he kept me out of a lot of trouble, man, and a lot of shit that I was involved in the street. So, you know, he was like, man, if you keep, you know, doing what I need you to do, you know what I mean? Like, you ain't got to pay for nothing. You ain't got to pay for no studio time. So he threw me out there, man. So I did that movie, and that feature film, man, is doing crazy numbers all over the world.
It's all of who you know, bro. It's all of who you fucking know, man.
Man.
Life, though, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I actually did the Thug Holiday video with Trick. I got a little acting background. You know what I'm saying? So that Thug Holiday video, I'm in the tour store scene. It was some extra work, but I did some other shit after the fact. But that's the first time I actually met him. But man, again, man, This is huge for the chopper power, brother.
Man, I appreciate it, man.
Sit down with you, man, and chop it up and get to know you a little bit, man. Get the people a little bit of your lineage, man. What you done did, man.
Yeah, man. So we still working though, man. We still working. I mean, Grindmode. Each one of us are doing our own little thing, but you know,
y'all in the unit no more.
Yeah, nah, we are still a unit. Yeah,
okay.
It's just COVID did its thing, man. Like at the top of the year, we was like tearing up a lot of clubs. I think the last club we did was Nomi down there in Miami, and fucked they club up, and everybody like, golly, cause we got a chemistry that's crazy. Right. Yeah, man. So it ain't even just about the music, it's about what we do on stage. We murder shit. Okay. We make it hard for a nigga to come behind us because we got that rapport.
That's what it's about.
Yeah, with the people and shit like that. So we give people a vibe, man. We vibe setters, man. So yeah, we still doing that. I got the movie, you know, I got a whole bunch of different movements that I'm doing, you know, businesses. Not just on the rap shit, you know what I mean? BeingAnImpact.com. Okay. Got my own clothing line and shit like that, you know what I mean? That basically started off with
Big and Impact. What you call it now?
Being Impact.
Being Impact. Being
Impact.
That's dope.
Yeah. One of my sons, he's autistic, man. So because my child had got special needs and shit like that, I started playing off of the whole autism world and just trying to use like apparel to be a little more urban, you know what I mean? So we can have a platform for, especially for the black and brown community. We don't know a lot about autism, so because I'm dealing with it firsthand every day with my child, I ain't like a lot of the clothes that I seen originally, and I was like, I ain't gonna wear that shit. That shit corny. Straight up. And then I started learning more about autism, teaching more about autism, so at least some of the black fathers don't be scared of like that world. You know what I mean?
How old is your son?
He just turned 7, man, and I ain't gonna say he's non-verbal, but he's on that spectrum in which he's 7, but he conducts himself like a 1.5, 2-year-old.
I got you.
You know what I mean? It's a lot of work, bro. Like it's like 5 kids in one, man. Like he been wearing me out.
I bet.
That's the only reason I'm here late, cause this nigga would not lay down. Like I'm like, damn, bro, daddy got shit to do, man. I can't be a daddy all day.
Straight up, man.
But man, I love it, man.
You single dad, brother?
Nah. Okay. I mean, with my oldest, I am like. I ain't gonna say how old my oldest is, but he up there, you know what I mean?
I told us already.
He about you with it.
I'm fucking with him.
Nah, he about that though. But yeah, man, he doing good, man. He ain't shit like me, man. And that's what the blessing is. That's what make you feel like you're not a failure.
Exactly.
When your kids is better than you, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I feel great. Like when it comes to single parenthood, man, that's sort of the case with him, because my baby mama died probably 2 years ago. Like, whoa. So yeah, man, like it was tough, and him going through depression and shit like that, and this nigga's on an honor roll, smart as fuck.
That's what it's about, bro.
Yeah, like
that's what it's about. You said a mouthful then, you say you feel like we want our kids to be better than us, dog.
Yeah, man, that's the goal.
We do, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why we put the work in and provide them and try to point them in the right direction. Right. Not to get off topic a little bit, but right now it's a school over here. My boy seemed to have a little issue too. I ain't gonna call him autistic, but he wanders off mentally sometimes. I be wondering about him. Right. So, you know, his reading ain't that great. So it was a school I have just recently signed him up to last week. So to get his reading together. Because the last thing I want to do for my child is to not give him the tools.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? He need to get him along in life, man. And for me, I would feel like I failed him. Right. If I didn't give him that. Right. You know what I mean? And no matter the cost, no matter what the situation be, just put him in the right direction. Whatever happened after that happened, so.
And learn them, man.
Exactly.
Like, he was put here for you to learn them, man.
Exactly.
And that's what I do with my son too, man. Like, all my kids got issues, man. I got 4 of them. Okay. They all afflicted in some type of way. They be draining daddy. You don't know, you know what I'm saying? My oldest, he nocturnal as hell. Like, he don't want to sleep at night.
They gonna do that.
My son got ADHD, like, but I love it though, man, because man, I came from shit, bro. Like, you looking at a nigga, I'm a heroin baby. You know what I mean? And I don't say that with pride. I say it because both my parents was on drugs. They died when I was young. Like, I didn't get a chance at no silver spoon. I started off fucked up. So coming from a nigga from the projects and who ain't had shit, bro, like, that's what keep me humble. Cause somebody just asked me that, you be like, man, you so accessible and you so humble. I'm like, man, cause I still got family in the projects.
That's what it is.
You understand? Bro. Like, I came from shit, like, for real. And I don't forget that.
Exactly.
You feel me? So, yeah, man. Definitely stay connected with them kids,
bro,
man.
Again, man, I appreciate you coming through and fucking with us, man.
Yeah.
You got a whole lot to talk about, man. And listen, I'm here to tell you, we all got a story, bro.
Oh, yeah.
But boy, one thing about it I do identify with, man, the manhood in you, about your kids, man, and trying to give them what they need, man. All the stuff they need and some of the stuff they want.
Right.
That's my policy under my roof, man. So, bro, again, man, tell the people how they can find you, soldier.
Grindmode Chaos, man. Going up, man. Instagram, anything you look up, you grinding, you in that mode, and then Chaos, man. That mean a lot too, man.
Straight up, man.
Grindmode Chaos, bnimpact.com. I got 1,000 hustles. You know, just trying to play my part, man. You know, fulfill my purpose and do what I need to do. I got my team in the background. Shout out to Miss China Dog.
Yeah.
She on the radio station.
Yeah.
She a pit bull in a skirt.
Hey, baby,
that's a motherfucker.
You gotta love that, the skirted pit bulls.
Yeah, she got her shooter over there. You see, they got all these motherfucking animal prints on. They look like they belong in the jungle. Yeah, like
they can survive the mighty team. You get to a whole shark with
They can survive in that bitch. I can drop the motherfuckers out right now in the Amazon. Them animals better haul ass.
Straight up.
They ain't nothing to be fucked up with.
Chaos, man.
Yeah. Appreciate it, man. For real, man.
Appreciate you, man. Don't be a motherfucking stranger, man, to the chopper power, bro.
Yeah. And I'm gonna send y'all some people over here too, man. I got some artists that's in that phone that y'all need to be fucking with. You heard me?
Fuck with me.
So, man, I appreciate you, man.
For sure. This is FattMann at the Chop Up Hour Chaos, and we so high. Y'all fuck with us, man. Chaos in the building. The Chop Up Hour FattMann. Like and share. YouTube, subscribe. Y'all fuck with us. We out.